Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing Nuke.
Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. According to Mike Kubinger, basically, this is news that broke the other day, is basically stating that Angel Garcia received a call a few weeks ago from Terence Crawford in Top Rank, basically offering $3 million to fight Danny Garcia for March 23rd. Danny Garcia basically declined that offer, and there's a couple schools of thought on this. The first school of thought is that Danny Garcia, is ducking the fight, and the second school of thought is that Danny Garcia, he makes more than $3 million a fight, but the public numbers are out saying that he makes about $1.5 million a fight, nowhere near the $3 million mark that he was offered by Top Rank. And my opinion on this, I have to be unbiased and honest, is that Danny Garcia is ducking Terence Crawford just as the rest of the PBC fighters are. And this is why. Even if he's already making about $3 million a fight, even if that's the case, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's already making $3 million a fight. Danny, I give you the benefit of the doubt. Fine, that wasn't enough money. Fine, I'll give you that. But what do you do at that point when you receive that offer? Because the information that's come out is saying that the Garcia camp never responded to Top Rank. And so since that's the case, if you wanted to fight and that just wasn't enough money, you would have called back and said, hey, I need you to up your offer. Because what you don't realize is Terence Bud Crawford is a world champion. He's a big name, and he's a hell of a name to have on your resume. But I understand that Danny Garcia doesn't want to take another loss against arguably the best fighter at 147 pounds. He just doesn't want to fight a pound for pound fighter. He doesn't want to risk another loss. It would be humiliating to him and his career. He just feel like he would not like that. I mean, he had two close fights against Sean Showtime Porter and Keith Thurman, and some say those fights could have went either way. Regardless of how you see it, he didn't want to get in there with Terence Crawford. He's avoiding him just as much as the rest of the PBC fighters. They don't care about Terence Crawford's belt because they don't want to fight him. He didn't call him back because he don't want to raise the offer. He didn't care about getting into the money aspect, and he's just going to fight bums until he can get another shot against Sean Porter or Keith Thurman. He doesn't want to fight Terence Bud Crawford. He wants to fight the easier opponents, same as Errol Spence, when he said he wanted, why not take the easy route and fight Sean Porter first? No one wants to fight Terence Crawford. For Terence Crawford to get a fight, it appears that their Top Rank's going to have to make an outrageous offer to these guys, maybe $10 million for the fight or some shit like that. People don't care that he's a world champion. They don't care if they can win a belt because they feel like they're going to lose to Terence Crawford. So if they're going to take that type of risk, if they're going to risk that, if they're going to risk losing extra fights, adding another one on their loss column, if they're going to risk that shit, they're going to want a hell of a payday. And I don't see Top Rank offering any of these guys that. PBC fighters are looking in the welterweight class, are all looking to duck Terence Crawford. So no one can fucking blame him for fighting Luis fucking Collazo or anybody else, because clearly no one wants any smoke with Terence Bud Crawford. Once again, it's the IBFP, unbiased,